Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces, and this is your Wednesday forecast update. We do have some cooler weather taking over for the next day or two. I think you'll really enjoy it with the sunshine out today. Mornings will be chilly for the next day or two, and the afternoon's fairly comfortable if you're out in the sun. But you see what's on the way here. We get that early taste of spring beginning on Friday and through the weekend. That will be a dry pattern as well. Really don't think we'll see any rain return until the middle of next week, but I'll have an update on those warmer temperatures for you in this update, and also look ahead to that next chance of rainfall as well. So that cold front in the process of pushing through this morning. It did bring some of the rain yesterday. Rain's moving away from us, and you can see the temperatures dropping off a bit behind the front. The clouds that you see out there and some of the rain back towards Oklahoma City, that will hit the dry air and likely fizzle out before it has any chance to reach us, and we'll be running mostly sunny to partly cloudy through the day. Wind has turned to the north. That's pumping that drier and cooler air into the region. Wind will be at about 10 miles per hour today. I'm not going to call it a windy day, but somewhat breezy at times. We could see a few gusts, maybe up to 15 miles per hour, and most of us at least in the mid-50s today. Computer models suggest about 54 or 55 for a high, but I think given the sunshine, we'll probably wind up above those numbers, so I did put us into the upper 50s in Shreveport today, and maybe even a few areas in the 60s across East Texas. So we're back to freezing tonight. This may be the last night that we see a freeze for some time here, as that warmer weather will begin to build in as we go into the back half of the week here. You can see the temperature outlook. This is February 9th through the 13th, so the warm-up pattern sets up this weekend. It will continue into next week. I think next week we'll have a lot of days in the 70s as well, and you can see what's happening. We have this expansive ridge of high pressure that's developing out in the western United States, so that will nudge the jet stream and all the cold air up into Canada, where it should be this time of the year. We've been dealing with those Arctic outbreaks for the past few weeks here. We won't see any of those here in the short term at least, and that ridge of high pressure being centered very close to us Friday and through the weekend will push those temperatures into the 70s, and then as we move into next week, that ridge begins to break down, and there's our next front that will come in likely Tuesday and Wednesday. Given that we're trending a bit warmer, we do anticipate maybe seeing a few thunderstorms there. We'll see, to be determined as far as any severe weather threat middle of next week, but there's another system late next week. You can see that's taking shape on the California coastline. That would be the one to watch. That may push towards us not this weekend, but the weekend thereafter in middle of February, and we'll have to watch that one for maybe some severe weather potential. But given the warmer pattern, means we will open up that spring severe weather season a little earlier than anticipated here. I would expect that we'll stay in the 70s for most of next week as well. We're not seeing much cool air in the long-term pattern here. So I mentioned the freezing temperatures tonight. Look at all the lows in the 40s and 50s. So not just the days, but the nights and mornings getting a little warmer as we head into next week.